I'm Faded Culture. I'm Adrian Barron. We got my man Christian here on the chair. Today we're going to be performing a undercut. I am going to give you a few tips on how to section the hair in order to achieve this look. Before we get started, just wanted to let y'all know our apparel is back in stock. The link is in the description down below. Feel free to check it out, and thanks in advance. With that said, let's jump right into this tutorial. Alright guys, to start off this tutorial, we are going to wet the hair thoroughly, as it is going to help with the parting. Starting at the corner of his hairline where the parietal ridge sits, using our thumb to help with the tension, we're going to make a straight line going back and comb down the hair out of the way. Using your thumb to help push that comb is really going to help you with the sectioning, and here just clipping the hair out of the way. Starting with the number 4 lever close, I'm just going to clean out my area. And now all we got to do is fade to the number 4. As you can see, we're done here creating that separation from the top hair and the sides. Using our trimmers to make our first guideline, and we're going to drop that guideline towards the back of the ear. Now using our clipper no guard lever fully all the way open, we're going to make our second guideline, and make sure you are flicking out as you see right here and you're not digging in these guidelines. My number 1 guard lever is still open. We're going to create our third guideline using that same motion, not digging in. Really want to make sure your guidelines run parallel to each other, that way your fade is consistent. Now with our number 2 guard lever open, we're going to go ahead and just start blending that into the number 4. And if you're easy enough with the wrist, it will blend into the number 4. You're not going to need the number 3. Here we got our first guideline with the trimmer, second with the half, and third with that 1.5. Now we're going to go ahead and start blending down, starting with that top line and my 1.5 guard 3/4 open. So it's basically, I'm just going to close it 1 notch, and we're going to attack that top guideline that we created with the 1.5 earlier. Now with my half guard leaving the lever in the exact same position, we're going to attack the next line coming down. Using just the corners of that clipper, make sure we're not digging in too much. Now with our 1 guard and the lever in the exact position, still open 3/4, we're going to clean out any dark spots that that half guard created. Now to attack the last line, I'm going to start with the lever close, and then we're going to move it halfway, and then here it's going to be fully open, and this is my baseline. And what I mean by baseline is I always attempt these 3 steps first, and for whatever reason, if the hair is scarred, has bumps, lumps, anything, I do go back and just lever play basically, but I always start with it in the closed position, then half, and then all the way open. As you can see, the lever is all the way open already, and using just the corners to attack those last dark spots. And because he does have real fine hair, that's all I needed. I didn't really need to do no crazy lever play, but here I am going to touch up some dark spots towards the top using my half guard. Creating that C cup with my trimmer, and here I'm just going to clean up the last of the hair. Now this client in particular doesn't like his fades bald, but if I were to bald it, I would flick out towards the top and leave a faint line like that. That way I know how high up to take my shaver. His beard was sitting at about a 1.5, so So I'm just going to use a reverse fading technique. I'm going to start with the lever all the way open, close it halfway, and then just close it fully. As you can see, we're pretty much done with the fade here. Now we're just going to repeat those same exact steps on the other side. Again, wetting the hair to help with the sectioning, starting at that corner, using my thumb to keep tension, come straight back and comb it out the way and clip it. Again, we're going to start with our number 4 lever close and just clean up the whole side. Using our trimmers, make our first guideline with a slight drop behind the ear. Now our clipper, lever fully open, no guard. We're going to make our second guideline. Do take your time with these guidelines, as the cleaner they are, the easier it is going to be for you to remove them. Now I got my 1 guard, lever is still fully open. We're going to create our third guideline. Now with our number 2, we're just going to blend right into that number 4. Again, we're going to now fade down, starting with that top line with our 1.5 guard and the lever just 1 notch close in that 3/4 position. We're going to use the corners and start flicking at that top guideline. Now for the next line, coming down with our half guard, leaving the lever in that 3/4 position, we're going to start flicking out that one. Now with our number 1 guard, leaving the lever still the same, we're going to flick at any dark spots that half guard created. Now using my closed, then halfway, then fully open technique as my baseline again, we're going to start attacking that last line. Here I'm all the way closed, then I'm going to open it right here halfway, flick that out for a little bit, just slightly, don't go too high with this, and then lastly just open it up all the way. Like I said, this technique is just a baseline. Sometimes I do gotta incorporate a lot of lever play depending if they have scars or dips or anything like that on their head. Now with my half guard, I usually start with the lever all the way open, just clean out any dark spots. Start attacking that bottom hair. Again, if I were to shave them, I would leave a faint line like this, just so I know how high to take up my shaver. But this client in particular does not get it shaved, so we're just going to go ahead and remove all that. Creating that C cut. Now blending the beard in with the lever fully open, halfway, and then close. Now I did see a few dark spots left still, so now I'm just going to come right back at it with that half guard. Following that existing line, I'm going to move my way towards the back, brush that out the way, comb it all out the way so I can clip it, and then continue my sectioning. Cleaning it all up with the number 4 again. Now I'm just going to connect my fade from side to side with my trimmers and repeat the same fading process. Starting with the clipper, no guard, lever fully open, we're going to make our second guideline. Now keeping the lever in the exact same position, which is all the way open, with the number 1 making our third guideline. Then lastly, using that number 2 and blending that right into the number 4. Make sure you are flicking out so you're not creating no crazy lines on top. Now working our way back down with our 1.5 guard, we are going to close the lever just 1 notch and attack that first line coming down. Now with our half guard leaving the lever in the exact position, we're going to attack the second line coming down. Now with our 1 guard leaving the lever still the same, we're going to attack any dark spots that that half guard created. Again, using my baseline of clipper close, then halfway, then fully open, we're going to attack that last line that we created with the trimmer. If your clippers are 0 gapped, it will remove that trimmer line with ease. Now moving our lever halfway, we're going to continue going up. Now fully open. And as usual, using our half guard to clean up any dark spots. Again, I would have left that faint line if I were going to shave them, but I'm not, so I'm just going to remove it all. Clipping his hair up to get it out the way and to start the edge up. Always begin your razor work shaving with the grain, and then continue that with shaving against the grain. Wetting his hair to help me with the sectioning, since I am going to add a little bit of texture to his hair. This point cutting technique is probably my favorite way to add texture. Here creating my next section and then grabbing a piece of that and then adding the texture to it. Grabbing the middle portion, adding texture, and lastly I grab that right corner portion, add texture to that. And just continue your way back. Now grabbing our blow dryer with high heat, we're going to follow that brush towards the back and start drying the hair into the style that we want it to sit in. Again, using high heat to open up that cuticle, and it's going to really help mold that hair. Rounding our brush and bringing the hair up front to give it a lot of volume. It's going to give it that fluff towards the front. Now using our cool shot, we're going to close the cuticle. And what this does, it just helps keep the hair in place. Now just running a little bit of product in his hair, a little bit of matte pomade to help that style. Brushing it all in place. In case y'all forgot, this is the before. And this is what he looks like after, guys. What do y'all think about this look? I didn't use enhancements as I like the natural look on him. Leave a comment down below on y'all's opinion. Do not forget to subscribe. Please let us know what you would like for us to do next as well. Thanks again for tuning in. Till next time, peace.